watch this?
How?
Ew,
How do you watch this? Dude, I'm gonna pee my pants. Hi, you're listening to How Do You Watch This, a movie review podcast where each week we recommend a movie in the genre we love but they don't. My name is Megan and I love romance.
My name is Demi and I love horror.
And this week I had Demi watch this year's new Netflix Christmas movie, Champagne Problems.
Yay.
Yay! I know she loved it. It was obviously a fave.
It's funny because, like, I feel like the Netflix Christmas movies were so fun and good.
Mm-hmm.
And they just been going downhill. But I have, you know, I don't think this one was really bad.
No, I don't think
It's
it was really
hard to judge
bad.
this one a little bit.
Okay.
I'll do
Tell
my
me
best.
why. Yeah.
So it's not full camp.
Yeah.
So the story is basically this woman named Sydney. She's from America and she works for this company, and she wants to acquire this champagne company in France.
Yeah.
And so she travels to France around Christmas time. She meets this guy named Henri, the French.
Yeah.
I was like dying. I'm like, God damn it. She's doing this on purpose.
Sorry, dude. I promise it wasn't on purpose. I just forgot about your hatred of the language. So
she meets this guy. They hit it off, spend the night together. She goes to the meeting next day and finds out that the owner of the champagne company is the father of this guy. And then things are a little difficult because he thinks her company is the type to just acquire these small businesses and just overtake them completely, take advantage of them. And he doesn't want that to happen, even though he's not taking over for the company, even though his dad wanted him to do that. He wants to open his little bookstore, really cute. And yeah, things escalate, you know, they fall in love, typical stuff. Yeah. So it's like a very, like, I don't know, it's kind of a boring story.
okay.
Like, the idea, it's like, oh, you're buying a champagne, like, okay, that's not super quirky compared to, like, A Christmas Prince or Night Before Christmas, you know, it's like so gaudy.
Yes.
And this just isn't that at all. But it has a lot of typical tropes that we see. And I feel like they should have not done so many of the tropes.
Okay.
Or gone more camp with it. And so I'm kind of like in this weird limbo with this movie where I'm like, it feels silly to make fun of, but also like kind of not. It just feels like, you know, like a normal-ish romance movie.
Yes, it feels like a Hallmark like romance movie, which for me was fun.
Yeah.
For the most part, I love the tropes. I hate the miscommunication trope, but as I was walking by, because I still have, for the holidays, we did a Hallmark movie day, and I had like a drinking game set up, and the one in all caps was miscommunication. I was like, well, they hit the trope. That was the point. So
they had, and it's such a lame trope. But it wasn't too much.
Yeah.
Miscommunication, like it was a little bit, and then
just very for like 2 minutes. It was like nothing.
It's literally not a big deal.
I think that it was very formulaic. It's just, you know, it's your traditional romance Christmas movie, so it didn't add a lot. That was the hard thing about like giving you this movie, because it wasn't like a super innovative one, and it was almost like a little bit more on the boring side, at least in terms of like what we usually pick. I think that like I really wanted to watch something that's like a newer release, and just in case anyone was interested in our hot take, but I don't really know how hot our takes can possibly be with it.
I mean, that's how I would explain it. It's a little just, you know, it's a Christmas romance on Netflix.
Yep.
It doesn't have the quirks of some of the other ones that are maybe a little too quirky. And I can't imagine watching alone. This one is like something you can watch, you know, by yourself. And not feel like you're losing your mind completely.
No.
So our thread was snow, right?
Right.
Which I feel like not a lot of snow in this movie.
No, dude.
Winter.
This was like so barely snow. It isn't even funny.
They didn't even have a snowball fight.
They didn't. They did not. There was a winter festival, which is like a real thing.
Yeah. which looked really fun.
Yeah, it looked really cool. I liked.
Very cute.
They actually filmed that in like a town in France. Like the whole thing was done in France, I think, pretty much. I tried to find fun facts, but there's like
yeah, I figured there probably was a lot.
Yeah, so. They were like the biggest fun fact was like, yeah, that's not really the real origin story of champagne. And I'm like, oh, shocker. Wow. I can't trust an intro to a romance movie to tell me how champagne starts. Crazy.
I mean, I would have believed it. I don't give two shits about how champagne was started. So yeah, I believe that story. It is a PG-13 movie, hour 39 minutes. And the director is Mark Steven Johnson, which also, so he directed another romance on Netflix, which you might have seen, Love in the Villa. Okay.
Yeah, I've thought about giving you that one before, but I never did. I almost gave it to you for this upcoming one, but I decided not to. I was like, that's enough, Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. It seems quirky enough, but I remember seeing the trailer to it. But I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then I saw that he also directed Daredevil, the OG with Ben Affleck.
What?
And Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage, who we'll be talking more about
shortly.
But I was like, oh my gosh, like what a jump, you know, from
that is
superhero movies to Netflix rom-coms, you know.
That's wild. That's a wild change. He was like, you know what? Nick Cage ruined me for action. And Affleck, no.
And Ben Affleck too. Dude, I love Daredevil. I love that movie.
I haven't seen that since probably it came out.
I probably will never watch it again. I'll keep the memory of like how much I loved it as a child, knowing how bad it is, and just be fine with it.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that. What was it, last week? Where it's just like sometimes the memory is just so much better than what.
It doesn't have to be tainted. I don't have to ruin this.
Some things are meant to stay in the past.
Yeah. So he directed those movies, and then some of the actors in this movie, not a lot of like big names. So the main character, Sydney, is played by Minka Kelly, who seems to be in more TV shows. So she's in Euphoria, Friday Night Lights, and Ransom Canyon.
Never watched any of those, so no wonder I didn't recognize her.
I don't recognize her. She looked a little familiar, but I think she just we'll talk more about her acting. And then Henri was played by Tom Wozniczka.
Okay.
Wozniczka. He's a French actor. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Tom. He's like really not in much. I don't know if it's because the internet is racist here and they just don't put a lot of what his French work is, but he's really not in a lot of stuff. Okay. And then some other names is the German actor Fluta Borg.
Oh my god.
He played Otto.
So funny. Dude, this dude.
He is like a comedian. He's in a few things. And then Sean Amsing is Roberto.
Okay.
Who was also in Love in the Villa, if you remember.
I was like, his face was familiar to me, and I couldn't remember, so that must be it.
He's also in A Nice Indian Boy, but I don't remember. Who did he play? Do you remember?
No.
I don't remember who he played.
But, God, I freaking love that movie.
I know, it's like, fuck. So there's a few of the actors, not really like a lot of big name people, but usually these movies don't do that. It's usually people that do the same movies over and over again. You're like, oh, I know that face from another romance I watched previously.
Yes, I usually recognize them.
So Minka Kelly as Sydney, she's very pretty, a little too much like suntan, but you know, it's okay. The whole time I'm like, something's annoying me about this woman, and I don't know what it is, and I'm watching, and I'm like, she reminds me of J-Lo. Like, the way she pronounces words and talks felt so much like J-Lo, and I was just so irritated. And then once I realized that, I was like, oh.
Now it clicks. Yeah, that's fair. I would not have clicked that, but yes.
It's very like, I don't know. I don't want to say baby talk. It's not like baby talk, but it's like, you know, like annoying. Like you don't speak like that. I refuse to believe
soft,
that.
Like soft.
Yeah, kind of like cool girl, edgy type.
It's so funny. I only watched this last week, and I have forgotten like everything. I'm like, I can't remember the way she talked. I should have rewatched it today, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
it stood out to me.
It's a little forgettable for me. For me, it read very similarly to a lot of the forgettable romances that I watched. It wasn't special.
I think I was just like trying to own in on something, you know.
Yeah.
Watching the movie, I'm like, like the plot doesn't really interest me, and I'm just like owned in on these two actors, and I'm like, what annoys me about you?
You guys, I already know something. I'm gonna hate something about you.
Yeah, Tom was fine. I mean, he's French, you know.
Yeah,
the
he's cute.
Doesn't do it for me, but he's cute, and he's definitely attractive for these type of budget movies where they do not cast attractive.
No, Demi always complains about having an unsexy lead. So at least he was
a little higher tier, so I'm happy about that. So thank you, Tom, for that. Well, we didn't get like a shirtless, you know.
No, we didn't.
There was a few tropes we didn't get that I feel like could have worked.
It would have been
versus
nice.
Like the mom dead thing. It was like constant. It was like her mom was dead, and then his mom was dead too. And I was
dead
like,
mom
what
club.
What are these moms drinking? Like,
dude, it's always the moms, and there's always a dad who doesn't understand.
Yes,
I mean, it would be nice if one time a Hallmark style movie they didn't kill off both like multiple parents. Like
it's like they need someone to. I don't know, be a motivating factor. And it's like...
Yes, because people can't just grow and change on their own.
No. And it's... I don't know. This... And then the whole thing with the dad, like, at first he comes off real kind of like shitty, but then he completely flips. And he's like, really like Sydney. Yeah. So... There's a group of people. There's 3 people: Sydney, Roberto, and Otto. That are
and there's a woman as well, an older woman.
I thought she was already working with him. That's how much I was paying attention. Yes, it was like a French woman that
was also
the dad and her had a
flirtation.
Like there was something, clicked between them. So there's like 4 people trying to acquire the champagne company, and he's like, I'm gonna test you guys and have you stay here, and the tests for just like everyone hanging out and having fun together. I'm like, I guess that's fun. That's cool.
But it was definitely all a ploy the whole time to set his son up and get him to fall for Sydney. That's really what it was.
Right, because he like noticed that they knew each other, and he's like, I could see how you look at her, and then it just really was like, well, I'm just gonna let Sydney take the company. And then of course her company ends up being scummy, and she tells the dad and doesn't go through with it. He ends up choosing Roberto to
dude, it's so funny.
He's just this party guy, and he ends up working out well because they kind of like he's like a business partner, more of a vibe.
It's just like funding it, really.
Right. So it works out. And then Otto was funny.
I liked his character and his relationship with Krampus.
Dude, his story about Krampus is just such a funny thing to celebrate. I just can't believe that's legit.
I know, dude. The fact that Krampus is like an actual thing is unbelievable.
It's just so funny. It's like, you know, so many places just celebrate like Santa or like someone similar and joyful, and it's like, we got this goat demon that's gonna haunt you and kill you, drag you to hell if you're bad. And they actually have people dressed like him and chase children. It's funny. It's funny.
German is a whole...
It feels very German.
Yeah, it's so aggressive.
But something in the movie where I was like, oh my god, is Otto's doing a presentation. He shows a video and it's like Krampus, but it's all AI video.
No.
And I was like, is that the joke that like he's using like AI to make a shitty video presentation? Or did they just like think we wouldn't notice? Because it was like pretty obviously AI. And I was like, tisk tisk tisk.
That's a bummer. It's such a bummer. I hate whenever I see AI in the wild. I'm like, come on.
It feels so like surreal. It's like,
dude, every time we're driving and Travis sees like a billboard or like a car or something, he's like, AI. Yeah. AI. He like immediately will be like, that's AI. And then sometimes I'm like, dude, I've seen that truck for the past 5 years. There's no way that's AI art. It was not that advanced 5 years ago. But it is it is a trigger.
Yeah, I usually like don't call things out too easily because it's hard. Sometimes it's
hard to tell, and it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah. So
but when it's obvious, you have to, because pay artists.
I know. Yeah, when I was watching like the presentation, I was like, I was like, that looks like AI. And I'm like, maybe it's not. But then like you could just tell, you know, like the certain AI slop. And I was like, oh
yeah, yeah.
How dare you?
That's horrible. Well, what a bummer.
Bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like other than that, you know, I think the romance between Sydney and Henri was cute. I don't understand what was the conflict towards the end, because they like each other. They're like kind of together.
Yeah.
And she goes to leave because everything with the company, she kind of just left in the night, and Henri chases her down, finds her in the bookstore. He met her in the beginning of the movie. That's like his favorite bookstore.
Yeah.
And she's like, my plane, I have to catch my plane. And he's like, in French, they have a term where it's like, I'll be missing you, or I'm missing a part of you or something, instead of I'll miss you.
Yeah, you're missing from me instead of,
yes. And then she says that too, and then it works out. And I was like, why couldn't you just stay there?
So the conflict was that like he thought that she was orchestrating and on board with the company being dissolved and like and sold for parts. And then she was upset that he made that assumption, and instead of like clarifying, she left. And then I agree, because once he chased after her, you're like, okay, now you guys are on the same page. And then they're both just like, bye.
I'll see you later. Yeah.
I was like, what?
I have to go.
That's so weird. It's freaking weird. And then they it all worked out and they were fine. But
and they have a bookstore they co-own together now
with a bar in the back.
Bar in the back, and it's connected to the champagne house.
Yes, the champagne house.
Which is cool. It's like vibey. It feels super French. Yeah.
I couldn't, like, the one trope that did break me was the dad who's like fixing this car, and he's been working on it for years and years and years. Yeah. And she just so happens to have had her mother had the same car, and it was always breaking down. And so she knew exactly what was wrong with this car. And it was a quick and easy fix. And you're telling me this man has spent years and years and years getting this car ready, and he can't find anything anywhere in this modern age of internet that would have said, try the simple fix.
Yeah, that was one thing. And I knew it. I knew it was coming when he's like, been working on it. It's not working. I'm like, watch this bitch be like a mechanic or something. Yeah. Watch her know exactly what's wrong. And yeah, she did.
Yes, she did. She did. And I wasn't surprised, but I was disappointed.
Yeah. It was like Sydney was just like the best thing ever, you know? And I was like, Sydney has done nothing. Like, yeah, she's very nice, but I'm like, why is everyone
the
loving
whole plot
on Sydney?
Yes. It was so weak in like the way she's trying to like talk about, like, we never actually hear her plot points of how she's going to help this business. So you're kind of just like, I don't really know what
like literally like she was like, we should just add champagne to our company.
Yes. So like basically the four people were the French lady who ends up getting together with the dad, and she's just like, well, champagne just ain't France. So okay. Yeah. And then it's fine. We have Prosecco in Italy. We're good.
Yeah, we don't need you.
And then it was the German guy who was like, whole thing was just German. I'm German. Yeah. There was like literally no plot point. Roberto, who was just like, I like to party. And then it was Sydney, who was like, started talking about numbers and things, and they would always cut her off. And it was over.
Like nothing, you know, like the dinner, he brought out a champagne bottle and was like, I want you guys to try and guess what this is. She obviously like doesn't know anything about that. I mean, it's hard to figure it out from just the smell, because he had everyone close their eyes. Of course, Roberto was like, I know exactly what this is. Yes. He like always uses that champagne for his party, so he knew what it was. But like, I feel like everything, I don't know. It just
well, I will say one thing I did appreciate. I loved having a little bit of an IBS awareness.
Oh my god! And the amount of cheese, like I love cheese.
Dude, that was an insane,
so thick and so many.
No one could eat. That would have been the total of an entire rind of cheese. No human person could sit there and eat that in one sitting as an appetizer before dinner.
No. Yeah.
Like, one of those was good. Two maybe, but she gave her a shit ton of cheese.
5 or 6 pieces.
Like huge wedges. Huge wedges. No. Dude, I love cheese, but
poor thing was like
shit
and farting.
Yeah, she literally farted in front of Henri. So
which I thought was funny.
I know. I was like, great. I actually loved that. Great. Amazing. Best scene for me.
Best scene. But yeah, I mean, I thought they were cute together. You know,
yeah,
it was
a movie.
It was a movie. And I feel like with rating it, I feel like I have to rate it, like the genre rating would be very specific to like Netflix Christmas movie genre of rating. And at that point, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay.
Kind of like in the middle. I don't think it's like bad, but I don't think it's like really good in that genre. And then my
enjoyment, yeah,
my enjoyment, I'm gonna give it like a 2.5. Like, I didn't really enjoy it. Like I said, it just felt boring, and like I don't think a lot of the comedy hit for me.
That's fine. I'm not surprised. I wasn't thinking you were gonna love it. I kind of assumed you weren't going to, especially if you're watching it alone. It's definitely one of those movies that would probably be better with company.
I agree. I was like thinking, I'm like, it's probably more fun with, you know, when we're like sitting and making fun of it intentionally than me watching it like like a critic.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. I felt like I enjoyed it in the way that it was like a great background movie, as I like to call them, a great movie to have on, but it wasn't like a grab your full attention, watch it again sort. So like for me, probably 3.75-ish.
Yeah.
Like on the higher end. I did enjoy myself, but not enough where I would be like recommending it to people or watching it without doing a craft or something.
Yeah. And it's like when I was thinking of like Hot Frosty, which was so bad. Like the concept of Hot Frosty is way more fun and creative, but it was just done really badly. Whereas this movie was like kind of boring, but at least like
done well.
You know, it's like, okay, at least the romance is more enjoyable, and there's things that are better than Hot Frosty, which was hot ass. And
I mean,
so
yeah,
I wish I could
love a good
it.
I love a good train wreck movie.
I mean, I love the quirky, like please, I want more of that, but just it could have been
I know.
I need to direct. I
know you do. Let's start our own film. Yeah, never too young. I like that. Do that. Say that more often. Bringing that energy. Only 32. Never too young.
Never too young. When do directors become directors? Like 50?
I feel like all directors are like old, right?
They're all old, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Well,
recommend for me my next one. I wonder what it's gonna be.
I wonder. So our next thread is gonna be a good bad movie. So. Movies that are traditionally just bad, but maybe have a cult following, fun to watch, just in that way, good, bad. And with the movies I was thinking of, I thought of Malignant first, because I consider that a good, bad movie, but we already watched that. Thank God. I know.
Thank God.
And I was like having a hard time trying to think of movies. I had to go to Reddit. I was like, what are people's favorite like good, bad horror movies? And this movie came up, and I was like, oh yeah, it's been a while for me. But so it's The Wicker Man, 2006 remake, not the OG, with Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
And so that is the movie recommending to Megan.
Is it 2003 or 2006? I thought it was 2006.
2006.
Okay. Did you say 2006? And I just like. I just was like, she said 2003. Let me correct her. Classic me.
Wrong bitch.
Yeah.
So it is about Nicolas Cage is a police officer, and he goes and gets a letter from like his old ex, someone he used to date, and she's saying her daughter went missing and needs help. She lives on this island, and he goes to help her, and this island is like run by women. It feels a little culty. There's something going on, and he's there to hopefully find a daughter and figure out what the fuck is going on this weird island. And that is The Wicker Man. If you have only seen this one, that's really funny. I watched the original, and the original people really like it. I thought it was just really fucking weird, I'll be honest. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it's definitely more of a movie than this. I
looked up a little bit after watching it, and we can talk about this in the next episode, but I did see that the people who love it.
Yeah. So but yeah, that is the next watch. Can't really find it anywhere. Roku channel has it as a subscription add-on. I don't know what that means, but
cool.
Have fun.
All right. Awesome. Well, thanks for listening to How Do You Watch This. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, and Letterboxd at How Do You Watch This, or on TikTok at How Do You Watch, or shoot us an email at howdoyouwatchthis@gmail.com. If you like the show, support us by giving us a review or recommend to a friend. Thanks.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next time.